Kawhi Leonard has been ruled out for the first couple of games, at the very least, in this coming up NBA season. And it is time to start asking the question of, is Kawhi Leonard the player that you can actually count on to lead you to a championship at this point in his career? At 33 years old, he is not necessarily old for NBA standards, and Steph Curry led the Warriors to a championship at around the same age only a few years ago. But Kawhi has been so riddled with injuries the past few seasons that it's hard to imagine him actually being a star on a team that wins a championship anytime soon. And as he gets older, his body will only continue to deteriorate. Throughout the past 5 seasons, ever since the Toronto Raptors run, the most games that he's played is 68 this past season, but he missed the entire 2021-22 season and has played game totals since 2017-2018 with the Spurs of 9, 60, 57, 52, 0, 52 again, and then 68. And in the time that he's been on the court, he has been a exceptional player. But the thing about his career the last few years has been that he is never on the floor, and availability is the best ability. And with Kawhi Leonard, the trio of him, James Harden, and Paul George, which has recently been broken up, has really never been on the court together for long enough for anybody to really get a sense for how good they could actually be. He left the Raptors after winning a championship to team up with Paul George, and James Harden came along eventually, and the trio could just never stay healthy, and that's primarily Kawhi. Because even this last season, when he played 68 games and only missed 14 regular season games, he was hurt the last few weeks of the NBA season and missed the playoffs. And that's been a theme that's been too continuous the past few seasons, and it's been obvious that Kawhi has had his body let him down again. And it's similar to the story of D Rose, an incredibly talented player who has all the potential in the world, and Kawhi has actually fulfilled that potential by winning multiple championships and leading teams to deep playoff runs and championships throughout his career, but he is never available when it matters the most the past few seasons. And the times that he is available, like with the Raptors and early in his career with the Spurs, he's been one of the best players in the entire NBA. Arguably in 2018-2019 with the Raptors, he was the best player in the entire NBA, averaging 26.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, shooting the ball well from the field and from three, and being one of the best defensive wings in the entire NBA. But if you can't produce in the playoffs because you're not on the court, it all means nothing. And with Kawhi, I wonder if it's time for him to really consider his long-term health and consider hanging up his shoes and retiring, because he obviously is not doing well physically, and this cannot be good for his mental health, and it's not good for anybody in this situation, because the Clippers are obviously not going anywhere anytime soon, with him and James Harden as the only 2 stars left, and Russell Westbrook having left as being the 6th man. This team is disassembling around him, and it's not looking good for the Clippers or for Kawhi Leonard as a whole. And it's really time to consider whether it's time for him to move on from basketball. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. God bless you all. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless.